on his own. Class apart. Game 2, very different. Challenge at the net.
9-12.
But it's KIDAMBI who had the most telling touch. Such clever slices, and then followed up with the most
10,
delicate of
12.
touches, which just floated and died almost in the same move.
Yeah, he's so renowned for his strong net game.
Thank you.
KIDAMBI. That was a top draw. Tough man to read as well. Deadpan kind of facially when he's playing. Doesn't give you a lot to work with.
$11-12.
He thought he got the right decision. Don't touch it, it's going out. No, it's not. And from 12-7 down, here comes the 2018 silver medalist.
Line judge, go. Let. Play let.
And so Yong can't believe
11,
it. Cannot believe it.
Well, I thought for a moment that
So
the
Yong.
lines judge might be obscured, but it was very, very close. So they're going to play a let, which seems fair. That's how he saw it. Way out, according to that Malaysian coach.
No question this time.
Service over. 13-11.
Staying in touch, the Indian.
Service over. 12-13.
He knows he can't let
Yes.
Yong out of sight. Keep the scoreboard pressure on him. That's what KIDAMBI's thinking right now. It's been raucous out here, hasn't it? Great fun atmosphere. Crowd so invested and loud.
It's Malaysia-India in the men's singles. And those who've got their seats will do very well to stay there. As KIDAMBI levels at 13 all. Because the match to follow this is the women's doubles between Malaysia and India. Pearly Tan, Tina Muralitharan, the #1 seeds against the #4 seeds, the teenagers, Theresa Jolly and Gayatri Gopishan Pulela. So this is the volume we're expecting for the next hour and a half,
Service
maybe.
over. 14-13.
It's semi-finals day at the National Exhibition Centre in Birmingham. Penultimate day of competition in the badminton. The bronze medal matches to follow in the evening session, with all the gold medal finals, the 5 of them, in all 5 disciplines, tomorrow on Monday, in the morning. Oh.
Good insistent attack from Yong here. Look at that, keeping up the pressure.
15-13.
cobra-like with that bounce. KIDAMBI there. Just sort of read
14.
it. I've seen that situation
50.
so many times. Watch this.
As if to say, take that. I'm on your tail. He played that so coolly, like he knew how to pull the strings
15.
of Yong,
Oh.
and he's level.
Yeah, and he's doing that with a sort of almost a chain around his neck, jangling with coin-like sort of accessories, chinking as he plays. It must be quite distracting, but obviously not.
Too often, or more often than not, inspiration, I'd say.
16.
And he's now back in the lead.
15. No. Yong.
He certainly has upped his accessories game, there's no doubting that. He looks the part, and he's really hauled this back nicely.
His teammate, Laksha Sen, #1 seed, is waiting the winner in the gold medal match tomorrow. Air of frustration. That should have been put away. That should have been 17-15.
Oh.
He knows that might become ultimately a third game. Look at the reaction here. Furious with himself, having worked so hard to engineer the upper hand in the rally.
Stay calm.
Service over.
Stay
17.
in the lead.
16.
All sounds so simple. Oh, yes. Such anticipation, so light on his feet.
Service over.
And Yong, and even with the reach that KIDAMBI has, couldn't get there.
17. Oh.
Started to go left and then realised he needed to go right too late. That's just on the line.
18.
Yong.
17.
I wonder if he might have challenged that if there'd been Hawkeye available, because he was thinking that was out. Stared long and hard down the line towards the line judge. Decision had already gone against him. Oh, that was power. Oh.
Service over.
KIDAMBI can't believe it. He had his opponents on the run, thought he'd landed that perfectly within the baseline. And Yong breathes again.
Yeah, it just bled over the back line, didn't it, by literally millimetres. Such a well-crafted point as well from KIDAMBI Srikanth, but then Yong there with great judgment to let that one fall to the deck and out.
Thank you.
They're in fine voice, aren't they, the Malaysian fans and the Indians?
Fans and team members. They enjoyed their gold medal success on Tuesday against India. Inspired by this man here, and Yong, he really turned the tables. Suddenly gave renewed belief to the Malaysian team by beating Srikanth KIDAMBI. Well, they need him to be inspired now because he lost the first game, and if he loses the second, it'll be an all-India final in the men's singles.
Just so quick to leap forwards at anything slightly high. KIDAMBI Srikanth, watch this.
19,
again, pouncing.
80.
So coiled like a spring.
The crowd at either end responding to the drama and the contest on court.
Service over.
Srikanth thought he got that absolutely right, but it had dropped perfectly.
19-all.
Inscrutable. And Yong keeping his emotions in check. Save energy for the points.
Set.
Finish. What a finish to set up game point.
Malaysian delight after this. An outburst of celebration. That was so well struck from Yong.
What did you say a few points ago?
Thank you.
When KIDAMBI had that chance and he put it in the net, that could be a game changer in terms of going to 3 games.
Yeah.
Well, here we are.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's all on KIDAMBI now
20.
to stay in this game.
Point 90.
He's done it. And Yong, 21-19. We're going to 3.
Second game won by Yong, 21-19. 1 game more.
Sen is no nearer knowing who will be playing in the final. Going for the big hits. He found the tape. And we are going to a 3rd game, and who knows what's going to happen there. And the last time they went to it, 6 days ago, Yong, the 22-year-old unsung player from Malaysia, came through on top.
Seconds. 20 seconds. Yes.
Well, delirium broke out, didn't they, when the Malaysians won that 2nd game? And now, what a scrap this will become, his 3rd game. KIDAMBI so determined to put the youngster in his place, having lost 6 days ago. But then Yong was receiving pats on the back from
Final
the coaches.
game.
Well done, we're still in this fight.
Love
So
all.
a race to 21 points.
Play.
All decided.
He got there in the end. But he had to turn that point around because Chong was doing so well.
It was an amazing backhand defence from KIDAMBI, wasn't it, mid-rally, when his opponent went lights out at him, and then he managed to turn around, get back on the front foot and dispatch.
Thank you.
Massive psychological point, that one. So important for him to get entrenched early in this third, having lost the second game. He needs to come out blazing from the top here, the Indian.
When KIDAMBI wins against Yong, it's normally dominant. 21-6 he did it on Tuesday. But either side, it was 21-19, 21-16 to Yong. And at 1-1, it's all still to play for. And Yong has really come into his own. KIDAMBI's a bit rattled. That's the power smash, par excellence.
1-0.
Yeah, he used the court really well there. Great acceleration, as you say. He wasn't the most accurate. KIDAMBI managed to get a racket on it. There was buckling pace, though. Malaysian delight. The flags are fluttering behind Yong.
But it's the type of style and panache that Yong now feels he can bring to this game. Didn't see that at all in the first game. Flashes in the second. But that's what he's going to need a whole lot of if he's going to come through and take his place in this final against the #1 seed, XXII. That does not need to be a picture that KIDAMBI is giving too many camera people. That was just 1 point, but he looked completely spread eagle there. Couldn't believe it.
Well, he hit such a good smash, but it was such a great counter-attack from Yong. KIDAMBI still trying lights out to get it.
Is it okay?
Beaten by the tape. But I can think of many sports people who'd say, never lie down, get up, get going. Never give a hint to your rival, or rivals if it's a big team, that you're in trouble.
Certainly still slight momentum with Yong.
Phenomenal by both players, but in the end, Yong, that wonderful slice, and KIDAMBI's been found out again.
Yeah, just probing and asking so many tough questions from Yong. Look at the precision with which he put together that rally. Really high quality from both.
Yes. Srikanth, return the shuttle.
He's a different player now, Srikanth KIDAMBI. As he was purring away into the distance in his Ferrari, completely in control, speeding clear. It was like Yong was on a scooter, but here he looks as if he's got engine problems, there's KIDAMBI. And Yong is just playing for fun. Did it on Tuesday. Beat the silver medalist then. And he's quite happy to repeat it. He's found his groove.
And what's great about this match is both of them are in such tip-top condition physically. You know, Yong, just 22 years of age, has got a real physical presence on the court, and he needs to be as well against KIDAMBI. So that's what's made such really great rallies because of that. And both digging deep mentally. Good decision-making throughout. Feel for the loser of this one having to go again in a bronze medal match later, because it's been a bruising contest so far.
We've seen it in the women's singles as well. Hour and 22 minutes before Michelle Lee of Canada came through against Kirsty Gilmore of Scotland. And all the losers of the semi-finals all play in the evening session today for the bronze medal. Oh, phenomenal, but not even Yong at the moment, even in the form that he is in, had the answer to Srikanth KIDAMBI on that occasion.
Extraordinary level of point, wasn't it? Really good from both.
Service over.
It's those little errors which we did not see at all in the opening 1.5 games.
And it makes him look fallible, doesn't it, with this sort of reaction? Don't want to show that to your opponent at this stage. I'm really surprised the former world #1 reacts like that, because it kind of makes him feel so good about what he's doing right now, the Malaysian.
It's a telegraph, isn't it?
Yeah.
To say I'm in trouble. And Yong, who may have felt that way in the first game, I'm sure he did, because when you go down 21-13, he was battered, basically. But he's here, and he's leading. Another bad decision by KIDAMBI, and you can always tell when things aren't going his way, because he starts back-chatting with his coach.
Plumb on the line, this one, and he knew it. Desperate look to the lines judge, as if to say, come on, that was out, wasn't it? Please, please.
What a lift that was, but what a smash! Right from the baseline, and driven with intent and menace. And it took the point.
So precise, wasn't it? And given the scoreline as well, this was really gutsy. These are the sort of slither-like sort of margins that these top pros are playing with.
Thank you.
That's out.
Service over. 7-5. Yes.
It was well struck. good leave, just checking where he was on
6,
the court. So
7.
looking around to get some sort of perspective about where the lines were, and then eventually backing himself. That was a really good judgment from KIDAMBI Srikanth.
You could just about hear his heart beating, couldn't you? Because if that had got in... That was almost the perfect point, because he had KIDAMBI going hither and thither, and if that had landed the other side, okay, it didn't, but the play was exquisite again by Yong. He's now going toe-to-toe with the former world #1 and the silver medalist from 2018. One set all, 7 all, one game all, 7 all.
Get ready.
And you can't help but feel that Yong, really, at 42 in the world, is kind of, it's a ranking that really doesn't represent where he is. He's playing sort of top 15 badminton right now, isn't he? You know, when you consider as well that he took out the reigning world champion yesterday in the men's singles, he is right on it, and that's what's made this so appealing and drawn such a large crowd to this court. Amongst others, here comes the doctor with his gloves on. What's this, a blood wound? I think it is, on the finger after a vigorous dive from the Malaysian earlier on. He's just going to perhaps just put some of that magic spray on, stop the bleeding. These guys are on this like a flash, which is really good. Yeah,
not the best hand if you're right-handed, is it? And you'll know that as a racket player.
Yeah, it's a commonality though in badminton. The doctor is often out for this kind of situation. We'll just wait for that to dry off, and they'll go again, but both laden, covered in sweat. It's been a really physically grueling contest.
7-all.
Under the warm, bright lights.
Play.
Out here on 2.
Three matches so far on this court 2, and not one has been under 50 minutes so far. We've still got another 10, 15, 20
8,
to go. We're going to go well over the
7.
hour. And we've still got 2 more matches to go. 56 minutes and counting for this encounter. What a slice.
10,
overhead slice
7.
from Yong.
Get ready.
10-7. He's taking charge.
It was a lovely reverse, wasn't it? Just dropped like a stone, just tearing around the inside of the shuttle, and obediently it fell away. But look at him just catching a glance of KIDAMBI as if to say, how are you feeling?
Straight off court. Didn't get that right. 11-7 in the second game to Yong, and he went on to win the game. 11-7 in this third game. Is he going to do the same and make his way sensationally for a player who wasn't going to be in this tournament to the gold medal match tomorrow?
Well, it was KIDAMBI Srikanth that came out all guns blazing in that opening game, as you so eloquently put, but then the physicality of the youngster sort of has come through towards the back end here.
20 seconds.
He's just got better and better, and growing in belief as well. What with the win 6 days ago, and then taking that second game. Things really looking up now for the Malaysian #1 here. Of course, Lee Zhizha back home will be perhaps watching this, who knows, but this is really inspirational for Malaysian badminton right now.
11, 7. Play. Play.
Oh, yes. Take that.
Service over. 8-11.
Yeah, just a little bit more pop on this from the Indian.
Yes. Thank you.
Looks so dark and broody, doesn't he? But he's anything but such a calm man.
Service over.
It's all going the way of Yong. Watching,
8.
waiting. And his judgment was absolutely perfect. It's prime-time television viewing in Kuala Lumpur, early evening. And one of their new badminton heroes is doing the nation proud. Because at the moment, he is on course for a place in the gold medal match against XXII, the #1 seed. Lost the first game, drove his way to success to level at 21-19 and one game all, and now 13-8 to the good in the deciding third game. That's out.
14.
And the magic that was in Kidambi's racket in that first game is draining away fast, it would seem.
You're right about the drift as well. It does seem to be not just left and right, but also pulling towards our main camera position.
Thank you.
Behind Yong, and he's let several go now over the last few minutes or so. Well, they must be delighted, the Malaysian coaches, the way that this has unfolded. They've come on, they've massaged his neck on the change of ends and just done anything they can to help him get into the right physical and mental state. But it's all working really well, and he's now got a generous 6-point cushion, Nazem.
And he's just checking, just checking with the umpire if he should change the shuttle. Just checking again.
Yeah, he's certainly taking his time. He wants the match played on his terms, and he's got quite a court presence, the youngster, who's really battened down the hatches on his defensive game. He's making life really difficult for the Indian.
Another extraordinary rally. And Kidambi has found wanting again.
15.
He just does not have an answer.
Yeah, buckling pace with the final smash from Yong here. Watch this, gets up, unleashes the fury.
Thank you.
Just has too much for Srikanth there.
Back on court.
The physicality of the youngster is really proving quite a factor here. He's bleeding again. I don't know whether the doctor will need to come out, but he's just trying to towel off any blood. And, well, it's all key ways of keeping scoreboard pressure on Kidambi Srikanth. He wants to take his time here and let this 15-8 sink into the mind of Kidambi. It's called dragging a lead. And good competitors do this on a regular basis if they can.
Kidambi's been pacing anxiously, almost angrily at times. But
so
all that waiting to... Yep, exactly. It's preying on him.
16.
And another shuttle, another stroke has gone long.
Service over.
Kidambi knows he's got to press, but it's doing
16.
so. It's walking that tightrope, and he's just been making a few too many errors over the back line. Can he tidy up now? Last chance saloon, you sense, for Srikanth.
He thought he had it, but that expression says it all. And Yong more concerned about looking after that finger. But those Malaysian supporters can sense they're seeing a little bit of history.
Well, they thought with the Indian having won the penultimate point that this is the start of the resurgence from the former world #1, but Yong having none of it. That was a supreme point from him. Kidambi can't quite believe it. He's up against the neon wall of solidity the other side of the net right now. World #42 looks very, very good.
This is a coming-of-age tournament for Yong. To beat Kidambi once is good. If he beats him again, extraordinary. And he's on his way,
18,
surely.
9. Please use your foot. Stay off. There's not much. Please use your foot. Good. Thank you. Get ready.
He will not be rushed. The only time he picks up the pace is when he's got a racket and a shuttle in his hand, and then Kidambi knows all about it.
Service over. 10-18.
Well, if there's a comeback in store, it needs to start now.
Yeah, I was just thinking that, and if anybody can, former world #1 is so experienced, he probably can, if he wins this next point. That's gone, and I think it's all over now.
Service over. 19-10.
Oh, yes. That's how you bring up 10 game points. The silver medalist is not going to be competing
Match point.
for gold.
10.
That honour is about to fall to a young Malaysian. He's done it. The first real show of emotion from Yong. He's bottled it up. But age 22, at his first Commonwealth Games, at a competition where he wasn't even due to be competing, he will now be playing for gold against the #1 seed XXII. What an extraordinary story. For the second time within a week, he's beaten the former world #1, Srikanth KIDAMBI.
21-10.
You thought Tuesday was extraordinary, but to do it again with so much more resting on it. There's a gold medal match in the individual game, and he's done it, risen to the challenge in style.
It was a terrific comeback win, wasn't it? Showing so much character.
5 consecutive points. It was that sort of game. Although at one stage it seemed as if KIDAMBI was scoring at will in the first game.